I'm Ryan Harris, champion of Super Bowl 50, but most importantly, the son of a man who has had 2 kidney transplants. Please allow me to introduce to you one of my heroes, my father, Kevin Harris. How you doing today, Big Kev?
Doing good.
Now, with organ, eye, and tissue donation, there's so much to cover, but let's start at the beginning. What was it like when you found out you had kidney disease?
It was pretty surprising. I was training with my best friend. We were going to go on a bicycle tour across Oregon. Kind of couldn't get over the hump. Another friend of mine who's a cyclist, who was a doctor, said, well, maybe it's a prostate infection or something. You should probably go get it checked out. Went and got it checked out. 2 weeks after I went to have it checked out, I was on dialysis. My kidneys were almost completely gone. The function was down to less than 20%. It just kind of snuck up on us.
What were some of the things that were going through your mind when you got diagnosed?
So I was looking at you and Kendra and just like, how am I gonna manage this and continue to be the dad I want to be and make sure that you guys are having the kind of life you want? It was a tough transition for Mom and I.
And then when your first kidney transplant came from Brad, your longtime college roommate, even just from that first kidney transplant, what were you able to do as a father and as a professional?
Almost exactly a year after the first transplant, we did like 3-4 days of writing. It felt like life was going to be fairly normal.
And that regular life included some major events. I counted 20 birthdays. Is that right? You were able to have 20 additional birthdays. But my wedding, you got to go to. Being at the Super Bowl, we got to enjoy the Super Bowl together.
The first time you started in high school in football. And soon after that, we were really starting to figure out that this was going to be a pretty good sport for you. So I was really blessed to be able to see you develop as a player. I wouldn't have seen that. I wouldn't have seen you graduate from high school. I wouldn't have seen you graduate from Notre Dame. I wouldn't have seen Kendra graduate from college and then, be accepted into medical school. I wouldn't have seen any of that.
What about some of the things you don't have to worry about now? I remember when you had dialysis, you would come out here to Colorado, and even on the days you had dialysis, you were wiped out and tired.
When you looked at it, being on dialysis, and the second time I was on dialysis, I was on for 3 years. That takes 12, 15 hours of your week. It was kind of a constant battle. And now we just hop in the car and come here and we don't worry about that stuff. Just what kind of toys we're going to bring for the grandkids.
Well, to me, Father's Day takes on a whole different meaning because 12, 13 years old, I didn't know what Father's Days were going to look like. Now, all of a sudden, you had kidney disease. I didn't know if you'd be around, what you would feel like. But just to be able to see you enjoy life, not worrying about what you need medically, really has opened up so many more memories for us as a family. And you're able to do a lot of the walking now and go to the zoos and things because you have your health.
Now I pretty much can keep up with them, even though they're still very stressful for me.
A little rambunctious.
Yes.
Yeah. What's that feeling like as a grandparent when you want to do something with your grandkids, but you can't because of your health, because of your kids?
Well, you feel disappointed and you feel like you're not going to fully be able to give yourself to the grandkids, which I think that's so important that we be part of their lives.
When people donate a kidney, they sometimes think, oh no, maybe I shouldn't because it's going to affect my health down the line. How's the health of the 2 people that donated your kidney?
Well, Brad is a contractor and he's still getting up on ropes and building houses. He's doing fantastic. And it was your father-in-law who I got the second transplant from. He's doing great too.
For those thinking about giving the gift of life, what message do you have for them of what they're giving beyond that organ?
Honestly, you're saving another person. They would not survive without any kidneys, and dialysis, as much as it keeps you alive and keeps you still going, it's hard on the body. To give a kidney to somebody else is really putting them back into their regular life.
Well, this Father's Day and every Father's Day, think about giving the gift of life through organ, eye, and tissue donation. Visit the DMV or look for more info at donoralliance.org. Registering as a donor after death is a simple gift to give all fathers out there this Father's Day. To all the fathers on the wait list, the fathers with family members, and the fathers who may potentially need transplants in the future, you are giving the greatest gift of their life.